Tech, the home of the Hokies. And don't forget, my son, it's time for Enter Sandman. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis with another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Let's take a step back and enjoy Enter Sandman. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Wildcats offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
On the ground, it's Kendricks. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Let's talk a little about Arizona. During the offseason, they go out, they get a top 25 recruiting class. That's nothing to scoff at. But the question is, how do they move up from here, David?
Well, and how do these talented young guys perform at this?
There he goes! They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounted for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitchman, picking up a massive gain for this offense.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Kendricks. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on third down. Looking downfield, it's Penny. Got his man in the middle. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hokies offense will have its first possession of the game. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David, Herschel Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others. And they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly talented. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited. Everybody talked about it. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds. I know he has the physical ability, but is he ready for this?
He looks really good coming off the bus, I'll say that. He is definitely built different, but he's going to have to run different than he did at high school. David, you know this. You can't bounce every run to the outside and get away with it like you did at high school. I'm really curious to see the discipline he's going to have in this game, running the football now that he's playing against much tougher competition.
And the Hokies want to crank the tempo.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on third down. That was the completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your second drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible, and getting that completion on third down was big.
The Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Throws to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Oh, they're after him. Caught in the backfield, it's Kendricks. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Across the 25, he's got room. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Arizona does. Looking to throw, it's Penny. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Michigan State is ahead in East Lansing, but that's not exactly Kenneth Walker III out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Maryland. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Hokies will hustle to the line. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's driving. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The give out of the gun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down the but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
The give to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They've already put up a couple of scores, and now they have it again, up 10-3. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Penny. Looking to the big tight end. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target. You can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. And he's still running after the move. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
And That's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31.
And after giving up the long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
With the catch, it's Driver. They make the stop if this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Extending the play. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Kendricks. He's going to keep it. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got a man. It's Jamison. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. The Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw again. Bears the pressure. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now,
converts on fourth down, still going. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They'll give it to the back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Guys, let's step back here and chat Virginia Tech. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now,
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
There's a hit. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in the... Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Penny. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll move the tight end. Power football with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal blocking offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hands, it's Jamison. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys, and they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback.
He lost one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down. And the Hokies decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellas in the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage right now. They got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make it.
Wide open spaces. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now 1st and 10 from the 25. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now on the option. Got the first down and more. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
It's a curious play call offensively to try to throw after that great gain on the ground the snap before. If you're winning in the trenches up front, keep it going. Let the big fellas go to work. I don't like the idea of throwing the ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. To the air, it's Penny. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTEP is in front. They've owned the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column.
Play action on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. On the option. He'll pitch it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Hokies will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, and an array of possibilities here. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. They'll immediately call timeout.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking to throw, it's Penny. They're working that left side. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The Wildcats in the hurry-up. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Blacksburg. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Lane Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Arizona set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. With the catch, it's Jamison. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Pocket breaking down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's driving. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Hokies are marching down the field.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Punts it out of the air. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Hokies are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
The Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quick completion on the out route. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. They'll go to the air. Safe completion on the screen. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Penny. Finds his big tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Quarterback on the keeper. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part of each offense the zone read has become. As we're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now, that is a staple of this sport.
It's a reverse. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. After the run, now to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Arizona runs out the punt team. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Fires to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense.
Pass interference. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Hokies send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll field the punt. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Dropping back, it's Penny. Makes the grab. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. He breaks a tackle. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the wildcat again. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. These fans touching the figurative Hokie Stone, doing their part to help out on third down. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. He's looking to pass. They're setting up the screen. Sweet cut there. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on first down. Takes the easy completion. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after three quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping ends in the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try the run. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone from the touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's driving. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Hokies want to move quickly. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catches it at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He wants to go deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the fourth quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to throw, it's Penny. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the third down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
24, Virginia Tech, 13.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Hokies want to pick up the tempo.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. The quick out. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Hokies getting set on 1st and 10.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Pressure coming. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12. Arizona runs out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Wants to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Trying play action. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Hokies headed quickly to the line. The run from the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Makes the catch. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's driving. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hokies.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment?
And down he goes, and down goes for the moment. The chance to tie the game here in the fourth. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So will the defense try to keep it all in front, or will they go after the quarterback here and try to end it? You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. No huddle offense to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
To give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Motion from the back. On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the left. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, in this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Good right down the boulevard. Hey, there's a lot of celebrating going on over there, but there is still time left on the clock. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to pass. It's Penny. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down, trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big run right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with a W and open 0-1.
There's still so much room to improve for this football team. I know this is not the performance they were expecting here today, but there were plays to be made on the field. And David, I think moving forward, this team just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and when you see it on tape, and your coach has been preaching all camp about the mistakes, but now it's real. Now you got a loss attached to it, but a lot of conference play still ahead, a lot of opportunities to still have a successful season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.